What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I made a video. I think the last video was on the 5 Series, wherever, that thing right there. I'll have an update video on that soon. Yeah, it's actually back at the house. It's not at the shop anymore, so we're gonna have to explain why it's here. And other news, we have some things going on with the Shelby. Since I haven't really made any content with it, I've only made 2 videos, I think, with it since I've got it, and I've had it for like 6 months now. Those 6 months obviously hasn't been the warmest. Fall, I planned on making some videos last year in the fall, and I never really got to it with school and work. So right now we got some things that we're gonna do that it really needs. So she's back. Well, she's never really left, but as you can see, we're kind of missing something right there, right? It's like this big old thing that's supposed to stick out, you know, fill up that gap. That's supposed to say Shelby on it, you know. Well, when I first got the car, on the way back, I bought it 3 hours away from my house. It was in a dealership near the beach, so we went and picked it up, and on my way home we were on the highway. Well, one, I've never driven stick, so I kind of taught myself stick on the Shelby, which is kind of probably not the smartest idea, but it happened. We're good now, obviously. It's here. So, well, on the highway, well, keep in mind also, I used to have the F30, which was the white BMW, and honestly, it was a lot taller. It had a lot more ground clearance. So I was on the way home, and we were on the highway, and there was nowhere to go. So there was a piece of tire from like an 18-wheeler in the middle of the road, and like I said, I had nowhere to go. So me thinking I'm still in the BMW, I went to straddle it, so I went to go over it instead of, you know, hitting it either side of the car, and then hit the front lip. So heard it hit. I didn't think nothing was bad, so I was like, okay, maybe we're good. A few minutes later, you can hear dragging, and then I hear pop and look behind me, and there's just pieces of plastic going all over the highway. So ever since then, I have not had a front lip on the car. If you follow my Instagram, you probably noticed that. I make jokes about it. All my friends make jokes about it. So I think today's the day we fix that. So let me go inside, grab what I got, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so what we have here is the stock 350 splitter from Ford. Part number right there. I didn't get the 350R splitter because it was just a lot more than I really wanted to spend on a piece of plastic, to be 100% honest. So I'm gonna unbox this and show you guys in a second. Okay, so we have the new centerpiece, and it also came with new outer pieces. So I'm gonna put these on. I don't think my outer pieces are too bad, but I'm still gonna put them on. That way the whole thing looks 100%. I'm pretty sure they just pop in like that, and like that. It probably won't stay because of the table, but yeah, so that's what it looks like when it's on the car. And it also came with hardware and instructions. So I can show you guys the old one because I kept it, even though it's only like half a splitter, front diffuser, whatever you want to call it. It's somewhere in this mess, and yes, the car's running. I'm letting it warm up, even though I'm just gonna move it like 2 feet. I'm still gonna let it warm up just because. Well, actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna be smart. So this is what I have left. Yeah, let's go over there and I'll compare and show you guys. So this is all I have left of the original splitter off the car. As you can see, I'm missing like the whole front half of it. From like this point forward, I'm missing. And the bottom got completely destroyed. Like, it just scraped on the highway. Like, these are holes that are supposed to be here. Just drop that. Okay. Like, I'm missing like the entire thing, obviously. So old one's off. The old one actually has been off since I got the car home, and like, it's even broken in half right there. You can see through it. Like, yeah, that's fun. So the old one, that one I took off as soon as I got the car home. That first day I completely got it off, because when we realized that the front, that it had kind of exploded, what we did was we stopped at the parts store, grabbed some zip ties, and kind of zip tied it up. So when I got home, which took the front piece off. I didn't realize that it was a 3-piece splitter. So on the bottom, you can still see like the lower portions. Don't focus on my finger. The lower portions right there. And I still have it right there on the other side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move the car because, you know, it's obviously kind of a crappy day here. You know, the ground's kind of all wet, except for over there, which doesn't make sense. Like, oh, so we're not gonna talk about these. These kind of happened last night. We got new tires for the Shelby too. I switched up the size, so hopefully it looks a little bit better. So this is going to be a version 2, I guess you want to say, because, you know, version 1 was the no lip and the stock tires. I didn't get new wheels, I just got different tires. So hopefully it'll look a lot better. And then we have a couple other things coming for the car, I'll just say that. But yeah, I find it weird that all of that's dry and all of this is wet. Like, the car is obviously wet. Like, it obviously just rained. Even the 240 is wet. And we're not going to talk about the 240 and how some of it's rusting, okay? We're going to show her some love this year, I promise. Since this is the daily now, and that we're going to talk about that in a later video. I have a part 2 to the video I just posted. The last video you guys saw, I have a part 2 to that. So explaining everything, and then we'll jump into why it's here and what's going on with it. So for now, I'm gonna actually turn the car around because underneath it should be dry because it rained, whatever. So turn the car around, and then I'll have a dry place to lay on the car, or lay under the car, I should say, and replace the slip, hopefully before it starts downpouring because it's starting to rain right now. So, we're gonna ignore this massive mess in the garage, but I might actually clear out this whole corner and then go from there. So yeah, don't worry about that. It's actually kind of clean over there, and then I kind of like worked my way out. So we're gonna clean that up at a later time once I'm done with these pieces right here for somebody. So I'm getting those done. I'm halfway done with those. Then this will be cleaned up. Then I'll have a garage to work in. So yeah, I'm actually gonna clean up this and drive the car in before it starts to pour down. So we got the car in here. I didn't really clean up. I just kind of shoved everything to the side and over here. Like I said, it is a complete disaster in here. And we're not going to talk about that. That I got from work. So anyway. But, so yeah, new lip, old lip, new side pieces. I have to take the old side pieces off right now. So we're going to take those side pieces off. And then, pretty sure the new side pieces go on first, and then this goes on. But I know that there's like 2 tins, I think. One here and one here. Or maybe it's here. Maybe, yeah, one here and one comes up through here. I know that on the old lip, I have one of them that's still in the lip, and the rest are in the car. Hold on, let me not die here for a second. So on the old lip, which one is it? This one. I still have the piece that goes in there. So I need to take that out. And I gotta figure out where that piece goes. And then I might have to go underneath and take out these pieces. And possibly the other pieces that go through here, I can come through here. I don't know, I'm gonna have to get under there and look, and then we'll get back to it. So I'm gonna take off those side pieces first, and then we'll see what I have to do. So after a multi-minute fight with the clips that go right there and right there under the bumper, especially that one, I got my first piece off. Obviously extremely scraped and trash. So go over there, take this next one out. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as this last one did. So this is extremely hard to do with like no space because I didn't really clean up. I just kind of threw everything. So, yeah. But I got number 2 off. That isn't as bad. It took me like 5 minutes once I figured out the trick with these clips. So now I'm gonna actually read the instructions that came with it. So I'm gonna read the instructions, then we'll go from there and hopefully put the new one on quickly. Okay, so we've got the side pieces on. The little hooks, the 2 screws that go, there's one that goes like right here on the end is in on both sides. And then, I don't know if I have one. I don't. There's like this little half moon clip that goes 2 and 2, and they're about that far apart. They go here and here like I just mentioned in that last clip. Those are in. So got the whole side pieces in. Now it's time for the big boy. Okay, so here's the final look. It's stock. But now we have the front lip, this little piece right here, all the way across. Had the end pieces that are under that. There's, you know, obviously you guys saw that, but so we now have the front lip. So now the front end looks complete. There's been a cut between the last clip you guys saw today. It's been almost a week, so just a lot of stuff going on, but had a couple other things happen to the car that I'll show you guys right now. So went ahead and got an oil change, switched from Motorcraft to Amsoil. So we have Amsoil in there, got a can and air filter fine on. Also got new tires. We're gonna ignore that right there. That was from the previous owner, but got new tires all the way around. We went for the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the Sport 4s. So the rears, I went 315 3019s, and the fronts are 305 3019s. So the front could use a little more, could use a little wider to fill up this gap. And then obviously, if I lower, you know, that 3-finger gap will go away. But the rears are like spot on. Like the rears, flush with the fenders, quarter panels, whatever you want to call them if you want to be correct. And then we still got that 3-finger gap. But like the rear fitment is just, and we're going to ignore how dirty the car is, but the rear fitment is just so nice now. If only I was lower. But I guess that might come in the future. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you guys have a good one. You got some more content with this coming. And like I said earlier, have some content with that coming and this year. So both of these are going to be, well, we're going to get an update video on that. And then this will actually get content. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.